Is Diddy gay? Because all of these allegations with dudes and stuff, and I'm still on the what's it called, when he was in the pool calling Meek Mill daddy, and you know all these other people coming out now saying he did something to them. Is he gay? Ooh, that's the big question. You know, nothing wrong with the gay community, but this dude is a different type of breed. This is nasty. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're talking about Diddy today. It's non-stop stuff. Real quick side note off this topic real quick. Did y'all hear that the South Korean president was impeached today? If he's really impeached, that's insane. It's all over the news. Also, I didn't even know he was only in there since 2022. I don't know why I feel like he was in there for like ever. I don't keep up with the country, but that's crazy. All I know is that them people are happy. They voted that man out of like parliament. The people are happy and it's crazy. You know, with the whole, it's all because of the whole Marshall's Law thing. Jeez, I remember when that was all happening. It was literally like 3 days. Like, it was 3 days, and that's crazy. I know he regretted now, but dang, think about it. Well, actually, he don't regret it. He said he do not. But dang, at the same time, you got two sides. You're like, okay, that happened. He should be gone. But I personally feel like you gotta look at it another way too. He was on alert because of North Korea. Ooh, can I even say that? Ooh, anyways, the NK, he was on alert because of them. But you know, since they're over there helping, you know, the big R. So he was on alert immediately since they're not allies. Anything can happen. So I get the plan, but it was not smart. They shouldn't even have that law no more. Nobody uses that. Did y'all know? I don't know what president, I know I'm gonna put it wrong, but I'll probably put the name up here if I find it. It was a president in America that used that. Was it Eisenhower? One of those. They used it. I think it was in New Orleans, and they got banned from New Orleans. Then it was just, I was reading it about that law, and I was like, oh my god. Anyways, back to Diddy. This is insane. Diddy, I'm talking about, every time I get on YouTube, it's something else with this dude. Now he's been accused of rape by a security guard. Okay, was this a man? And the man said he was drugged at the time. Okay, look, is Diddy gay? I think I need to do a whole video on that because this dude, this picture I'm looking at right now is really creepy. I'm starting to think he just liked to act out his perverse fantasies, and this was allegedly at a white party, okay? So now, you know what's crazy? Somebody in the comments says celebrities ain't never been this quiet. I know that's right, because I swear when they're getting blamed for something, they're all on the internet trying to say it's not them, but I swear with the whole Diddy thing, you don't hear none of them. You don't see none of them talking about nothing. They try to stay far away from him as possible, even though they was all at his house at these parties. This is crazy, y'all. What is this video about to be? I don't even know, so let's get into it, because if this is true, that's insane. Y'all gotta stop drinking at these parties knowing he be spiking stuff. Oh my god, I just this nasty. This is a nasty case. I'm talking about that in general. This entire thing is nasty, so let's get into it.
Now hearing for the first time from John Doe, one of the key Diddy accusers who's now broken his silence. It's been years since his alleged sexual assault, and still, he says, quote, "The full gravity of it lives with me to this day." So let's start with John Doe's lawsuit. That was filed in October of this year. We've reported on this era of...
Realistically, y'all ever think about it? It's like, these are grown men. Y'all really letting this man... Dang, let me stop, because things happen. He was also drugged, he said, allegedly. But, you know, without the drugs, you know, he wouldn't do none of this stuff. He not that bold. Also, I'm pretty sure if you seen some of them security guards that be with him, they're big. I'm pretty sure they would, like, knock him out. So, I don't know if it's just because of power, or they scared of him that he got the power to take him out, which nobody should have that power. But it's like, dang, like, he really be scaring these people. This is crazy. When you scaring grown men, oh my god. I'm talking about, why didn't I just put a pillow over his face, like, at night? Y'all cook for him, drive him, make him drinks, like, any opportunity. Okay.
P. Diddy saga a lot. It's when we first heard that name Tony Busby and learned of the dozens, if not hundreds of suits he plans to file against P. Diddy. Now, this came just weeks after Diddy was indicted on federal charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. And those same allegations make an appearance in many civil lawsuits against Diddy, including this very one filed by John Doe. John Doe's allegations date back to 2006 at one of Diddy's renowned white parties. Here's how the lawsuit describes them. Sean Combs' infamous white parties were legendary events, known for their exclusivity, extravagance, and strict dress code, where attendees were required to wear all white. These high-profile parties, particularly those held at Combs' estate in the Hamptons, attracted A-list celebrities from across the entertainment, fashion, and business worlds. The events were lavishly decorated, featured live music performances, and boasted top-tier food and beverages. The atmosphere at these parties was one of opulence and luxury, often making headlines for their celebrity guest lists, over-the-top entertainment, and the stunning aesthetics of the event. John Doe says the assault happened back in 2006 when he was employed by a security firm, Mass Security, where he provided security services for nightclubs and private events. In August of that year, plaintiff accepted a last-minute job at Combs' East Hampton property, which he believed was hosting an exclusive white party for a large affluent crowd. Plaintiff noted that the guests arrived in luxury vehicles, and many appeared to be executives. John Doe says right when he got to the party, Diddy himself greeted John Doe. Apparently, Diddy liked to meet with all the staff and the security members at his parties. Now, according to John Doe, things started off completely normal with Diddy. They chatted, and Diddy was friendly. He offered John Doe another future security job right on the spot. But John Doe turned that one down at the time because his father was severely ill. And to that, Diddy appeared sympathetic and understanding. So things started off normally, and John Doe seemed friendly with Diddy. But as the evening progressed, Combs allegedly targeted plaintiff and provided him with 2 alcoholic drinks throughout the night. After consuming the second drink, plaintiff, that's John Doe, began to feel extremely ill and leaned against his truck for support. Based on information and belief, Combs, by himself or through his agents or employees, previously laced the drink with drugs, including but not limited to GHB and/or ecstasy. This behavior towards plaintiff mimics a pattern of Combs and his agents/employees drugging unsuspecting victims in order to make it easier for Combs to sexually assault the person. At first, though, Diddy seemed to express
I believe him 100%, all the allegations. Let's talk about this real quick. First of all, this is how you know something is up. You never offer security a drink. There's security for a reason, to protect you. That's how you knew something was up. Was this like an initiation thing? Like if you get the job, you got to hook up with Diddy? That sounds so nasty. I already know Family Guy. Did they still make new episodes? Because I know they'll have a field day with this one. Also, Boom Docs. Didn't they do something like this too? But how? How is it that this dude has like ill? It's just, everything is just ill. It's like, he definitely like men. Like, that's all I'm hearing. This is a nasty man. I'm not saying because like the whole liking men thing. I'm just talking about him, taking advantage of people, drugging people, and who else is with him? Because like, this is not just him doing this. This is a whole operation. And I don't know what, I believe everything that everybody's saying in this case, by the way. There's nothing I don't believe about him. Well, was it that I do not believe? Just know I believe all the allegations. This is a nasty man. And this is dating back farther back too. And it's crazy because you have this one man who don't look scary. He just has the power behind it. Like, if they wanted to take him out, they could. Like, I don't know why these celebrities feel like they got so much power and say so over stuff. When no one, and like, just like this, like, their power thing can fall if people like start hating them. That's all it is. But you got this man working a job. Like, you're on a job. The fact that he accepted the drink is like, don't do that, you're in security. But then it's like, you got Diddy, he's probably in starstruck for some reason. This is his party, he hired him, he's paying him. He's like, oh, just loosen up. But I'm like, you hired me for security. Do you want me to work security or not? And then the fact that that's true allegedly about him feeling like, ill right after, that's insane. Can you just imagine that scene? Feeling ill and then getting bit over by Diddy. That sound horrible. I'm just saying, picture it, because you know, sexual assault is not a that's not a funny thing. Okay, I'm just saying you gotta picture this stuff to really hate this man, and I really hate this dude, Diddy. Ew. He's so gross. It's so crazy how much stuff. Can y'all imagine the list at the end? Oh my god. And there's like a couple of men that's been saying he's been doing this. I believe it all too.
Concern for John Doe that he might even be sick. But things quickly took a turn. And here's a trigger warning. This next part gets graphic and disturbing. John Doe soon found himself being forcibly pushed into an open van by Combs, an act that left him in considerable pain. Once inside the van, plaintiff was allegedly held down by Combs, who overpowered him while he struggled to escape due to the effects of the drugs in his system. In a horrific turn of events, Combs allegedly sexually assaulted plaintiff by inserting his penis into plaintiff's anus and sodomizing him, all the while dismissing plaintiff's pleas for help by repeatedly saying, "You'll be all right." After all this, Diddy simply hopped out of the van and headed back to the party. According to this suit, John Doe struggled to leave the party due to the drugs he believed to be in his system from the alcoholic drinks Combs provided. As he was leaving the party, he experienced a disturbing sensation as a lubricant-like fluid leaked from him, which he believed to be semen, causing him profound disgust. Upon arriving home and showering, plaintiff noticed more semen discharge, which intensified his feelings of violation and revulsion. Eventually, John Doe informed his supervisor about this incident, but says he was never hired by mass security again. In the lawsuit, John Doe says he's faced ongoing emotional pain and mental issues for years, saying he feels disgusted and depressed. He says it's affected his personal.
This is very graphic. And these are the videos I need when they're talking about cases. Get right to it. Get right to the point, because I was like, let me hear it. Okay. Very detailed. This is actually the first time I believe that they actually became super detailed in like what happened to somebody. This dude, look, allegedly, you know, if this is all true, and it sucks saying allegedly, you know, because it's just like until they prove it all, it sucks because a lot of people, you know, you'd be like, dang, if that happened to you, you'd be like, dang, it sucks that everybody comes saying allegedly, because this really did happen, but you know, until this all is, you know, proven in court, allegedly. It's very detailed. This is the first time we got it that detailed that I've seen, or so far, because there's a lot of videos I have not seen. You have Diddy. At first I was like, how do you let this grown man push you in a car? But I'm like, people get kidnapped every day. Also, he was drugged. Allegedly, he was drugged. Insane. I believe it. I believe it, because this is a disgusting man. And I believe he would just go right back to the party to go hook up with people right after that, after the white party. Like, this is insane, man. It's like, it's wild because, just thinking somebody doing that and then, like, not caring, drugging somebody, going back to partying after that, and then having, like, a sex party after the entire white party. Oh my God. If he, like, allegedly, like, really did this to the dude, like, you traumatized him, you physically and mentally traumatized him. You know what men I read in my, I think it was not child advocacy, it was one of the classes I took, I think it was my sociology class. I took one with like sex crimes, and there's a lot of trauma with like boys and men who are sexually assaulted, and it really do affect them. Like, I think I talk a lot more about women on here just because of like the rape stuff that go on and stuff, like trauma. It's a lot of trauma with women, but men have it too, and stuff like this. I guess you could, well, with goggles on, not looking into it, you'll probably be thinking, dang, how did he let this grown man like rape him and like not say anything about it, but think about like how women would feel, you know, like how you feel if you have been sexually assaulted, you don't want to tell nobody. A lot of shame. Same thing with men, and then there's more shame on men because it happened by a man. So you have all this stuff that goes into play, and it's really scary. And then just thinking about what he know about him, that he could possibly, you know, he probably threatened him, that allegedly, you know, he could have probably threatened him and like threatened to kill him. Like, we would not be surprised. I'm pretty sure everybody knows stuff about Diddy. Even if you heard it from like the 90s, we all know. For example, I've heard that he was responsible for like Biggie's death. So stuff like that, you'd be like, how is this one man, like, how is it possible that he's able to do that? And then he was just nice to you, and then he offered you a drink, and now you're woozy, and now he's like, he raped you in a van, saying you're gonna be okay, talking to you, how disgusting, and then going right back to the party like none happened. That is absolutely disgusting. And the reason, like I say, I believe everything is just because there's so many people coming out. This dude is a sex pervert. He's an absolutely serial rapist, sex pervert, sex demon, disgusting sexual assaulter, groomer. The list goes on. This is a disgusting man. And it's crazy that it took this long for this stuff to come out. And the fact that there's so much evidence on him, you have victims talking on TikTok about this. Like, this is a crazy one. I wasn't expecting this. I was like, okay, is it a woman or a man? But this is a man. The security guard was a man. Like, this Diddy is a sex pervert. He's a rapist. I think they need to go and call him that, because he did that to Cassie. That's exactly what he is. And all the stuff I heard about him from like other people all on the internet, I 100% believe everything. Wow.
Life too, saying he struggles to maintain relationships because of the assaults. This lawsuit was filed back on October 14th, but just this week, John Doe finally broke his silence in a CNN interview.
Who is it?
He chose to remain anonymous,
Okay.
so his face was darkened and his name was not made public. But he did double down on the allegations against Diddy, describing how intense the assault was and how the aftermath of this party still affects him daily. He said, quote, "The full gravity of it lives with me to this day. It affects every single thing you do for the rest of your life." He talked about the night of the white party too, saying he wasn't able to stand after having 2 drinks, saying it felt more like he had 15. He called it, quote, "incapacitation I had never experienced before, and I felt powerless." John Doe told CNN that he was never asked to work for the mass security firm again. About his manager, John Doe said, quote, "He just dismissed it and said, 'I'll talk to him.' After that, he didn't talk to me again. He cut me out of everything. I was totally blacklisted after that. I had to find a different field." Because of this emotional fallout, John Doe told CNN that his marriage ended, saying the trauma negatively impacted his relationships. Here's where things get a little tricky though. According to the initial filing, John Doe had never been married. The initial filing also states the assault happened in 2006, but John Doe told CNN it actually happened in 2007. In 2006, Diddy's white party was held in Saint-Tropez, but John Doe claimed the assault happened in the Hamptons. About all this, John Doe's team filed an amended complaint changing those details. They said mistakes were made because they rushed to file. Hey, so...
And I wouldn't be surprised. You know, this is all alleged, like I said, until it's proven, but we're just going off what they say. We've been hearing in the news a lot that, like, you know, a lot of iffy stuff has been going on with, like, Diddy's lawyer. They've been changing stuff, lying. Like, he been trying to get, like, Diddy himself has been trying to get into the case from prison for some reason. And did y'all know, real quick, did y'all know prisoners do have phones? I be seeing prisoners all on TikTok, and they be doing lives. And I'm like, how? How is this possible? All these guards be sneaking stuff, like, sneaking phones in for these dudes. And then, you know, you gotta have some good signal for, like, TikTok up in prison, because there's not supposed to be cell service. So I'm just like, how? That's crazy. I be seeing them, and all these girls, thirsty girls on TikTok, be saying how fine these dudes are, and I'm like, y'all know they're in prison, right? These are not, like, don't be on no 90-day fiance with a jail inmate. Like, don't do that, okay? Don't like these men. They can be fine all they want. Don't do it.
But the amendment didn't happen until 2019.
So there's lots of questions about all of that, whether this will hold based on the statute of limitations. And you mentioned specifically this happened in the year 2007. I want to touch on that because in the initial filing for John Doe, that was back in October, he said this happened in 2006. Then he now breaks his silence in an exclusive CNN interview.
But this the thing, and I'm not letting this whole thing play because they're just talking about it. We already got all the information because it's still alleged, so it's not like it's proven. The thing is, though, with assaults, you have to look, put yourself in their shoes if it's true allegedly. It's not easy to, okay, well, you know what? It's easy to remember. This is a better way to say it, because I was gonna say it's not easy to remember some, but when you're sexually assaulted, you can remember everything about it. It's just hard to remember the dates. We are in 2024. Like, that's. Let me have a dumb moment. Is that 20? God, am I slow? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. 18 years ago. Literally 18 years ago. It's like, that's not easy to remember a specific date. And because, you know, it's if he would testify, they want specific dates. So 6, 7 is very close, but you know, okay. And then, okay, how can you even, it's just not easy to remember a lot of stuff from that far back. But you know, he said that the crime itself stuck with him, allegedly. 18 years, that stuff do happen, especially if you're not getting therapy. Let's talk about that sexual assault real quick. If you're not getting therapy, if you're not talking to somebody, journaling, anything to get this out of you, you got to get it out of you to let it go from experience. Like, you have to get it out. Like, you have to it's good to talk to people. You know, therapy might not be for everybody. People, you know, you don't have to talk to anybody. You can talk to yourself. I've seen that helps. You could journal, write on a computer, write a book. You can, like, let it out. And that's also a good way to remember stuff as well, especially with all these crimes that's happening now. Sexual assault, y'all, it's insane. But yeah, it's not easy to remember, like, the specific years. If that is true about him, like, raping a security guard, that's insane. How do you rape somebody you hire? A man at that. Look, I am not homophobic, okay? Don't call me homophobic. I'm just saying, Diddy. It's like, it's like, I'm saying that because it's like people who you don't think was gay, you'd be like, what are they doing? That's like in prison, where all these dudes be getting bent over in prison and then try to come out of prison like they weren't doing nothing up in there. And I'm not talking about the victims, because there are a lot of victims in prisons. I'm talking about the ones who do it, because I've seen a documentary. Also, do not go on prison TikTok. Don't go down that rabbit hole, y'all. It'll scare you, because I did it. And these, you got dudes out here talking about how they, like, rape other prisoners, and it's like, first of all, you cannot come out of prison straight. No, especially after you were the assaulter. You lost your privilege. You lost that card a long time ago. But it's crazy, because you got this stuff happening, and I'm starting to think that, like, I feel like it's a lot of more people that this has happened to, men wise, because it's not making sense. The security guard himself said, allegedly, that his boss, like, just said he was gonna talk, like, look at it and talk to him, and didn't do anything. I'm starting to think that man, if that's true, was like a recruiter or something. Like, he got men to find him people. Obviously, we know that because of the whole human trafficking thing. He got men to do everything. Where are these men? Why are they on? They should be on trial too, unless everybody's like, it's an initiation to, like, have sex with Diddy, and that's absolutely disgusting, filthy, ill. Okay, like, this is disgusting, y'all. And what I've been hearing more stuff about Jay-Z. It's so much stuff involved in this. I'm so shocked. It's too much. Like, my brain cannot handle this overload of crime right now in the celebrity world. I need to stop calling these people celebrities. They just perverts. I'm talking about people like him. These perverse people who believe they're untouchable. I hope he gets so, like, a long sentence. They should go back then. Here we go, y'all. I'm not talking about Victoria area. When he needs to go, like, chunk some rocks or something, you know, like, with the just go, like, you know, hit some rocks on the road or something. I don't know. This is crazy. It was very detailed. I wasn't thinking that detailed. It was detailed. But I think this is the first case I've heard so far on here where it has been detailed by another man. But this dude, allegedly, if that's true, sexually assaulted. It's not easy to remember stuff, especially years. It's been 18 years, man. That's a long time. First of all, a long time keeping that in. I don't think he signed an NDA, so he really could have talked. But then, think about it. You got a billionaire. You really got to have evidence on this, unfortunately, to get these people, like, put down. Also, they got lawyers. They got people to hide evidence. It's crazy. Y'all, and let me tell y'all something. I swear to God, I'm doing a video on that Corey dude. Is it Corey? Corey, you know, with the Kardashians, because I've seen so much stuff about that man. And he's him and Jay-Z and Diddy, those three dudes have been like they're in cahoots, okay? They're in cahoots, and I know it. It's crazy. I just been seeing a lot of stuff on that, and my sister told me a lot. I was like, oh, I'm so doing a video on that. Y'all got me messed up. This is insane. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe, stay aware, stay alert. We all need to be just looking at these celebrities like weird now. What is going on in Hollywood? I don't know. Everybody's just disgusting me. It's just, you know, it's a lot of just nasty stuff happening, and you got people taking advantage of people that they're hiring, allegedly. That's insane. Who knows who else this could be happening to, and nobody's just talking. I got a feeling there's going to be, since he said this, if this is true, a lot of more people are going to be speaking out. He didn't sign no NDA. He wasn't even there like that long. He allegedly like fired him right after that. And that's insane if that's true too, because it's like you hire somebody just to attack them. Who does that? So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go check out my other crime videos, and I will let you guys go. I will see you guys on another video. Bye. I swear, why did I not say I will see you guys on the next video? I really butchered that. Bye.